Hello, good morning, my friends. I hope you all have a great day. No, night shift. So, Thomas is here today because James is on vacation. He's earned some downtime. Oh, yeah, and Thomas was asking about my daughter because yesterday I talked about that she might have an ear infection. And I wasn't sure if I would be able to stream today, if I had to go to the doctor with her, but I decided to go with her yesterday in the afternoon. And I mean, she doesn't have any fever or anything, just some pain here. And the doctor said the ear is okay. It might be having to do with the teeth, but he couldn't see anything. So then my daughter said, yeah, her wisdom teeth on the other side has come through already. So maybe that's just what I'm thinking. Maybe just the wisdom tooth coming through. She said it felt differently, but yeah, we will see. I let her sleep in today and hope that it's just, the doctor just said we should just wait and see if it goes away from on its own. So we will just, fingers crossed, when she wakes up that it's gone mysteriously. Thomas said, wisdom teeth aren't fun. I had to have all 4 removed at once. Oh my God. They were just starting to get impacted. Oh my God, I still have all my wisdom teeth and haven't had any trouble so far. But my doctor also said, because, yeah, when they are right there in the back, it's more difficult to clean. And that's why they usually start to make trouble at some point. So, but so far, fingers crossed. Yeah, my sister, I think also when she was a teen, had her wisdom teeth removed. And yeah, that didn't look like fun, especially when you have all of them at once. Oh my God, this must be horrible. Hopefully you're catching hers early if that is what's going on. Yeah. We'll see what, yeah, I can go with her to the dentist if it doesn't go away on its own, we can have them look if they can recommend anything. So Emmy is here. Good morning. Hello. Carmen is here. Hello. Good to see you. How are you? Oh no. Wisdom teeth bothering me too. No money to ever fix. Oh no. That's, yeah, when I'm not sure. I think in Germany, probably depends on what age you're in. But when you're a child, I think it wouldn't cost us anything to have them removed. But yeah, it's started at 20 and every few months acts up. Oh my God. Yeah. I remember that my dentist, when I was like a student, told me, yeah, I don't know, maybe you should just remove them, let us remove them. And I was like, why? But probably she also said back then, yeah, a lot of people get in trouble with their wisdom teeth at some point. So maybe that's why she recommended it. And I was like, why would she? I don't have any problems with my wisdom teeth. Why would she want me to remove them? And yeah, but probably, yeah. Dilara, good morning. Hello. Our coffee machine is fixed. So I'm very happy this morning. Oh, yeah. I have my coffee here. Have I shown you this cup before? That I went to with my son to a store where you can paint your own cups and other things like other stuff. So I painted this myself. I'm very proud of it. But it's not very practical for hot beverages because it doesn't have this, this thing to hold it. So but coffee, yeah. Oh, coffee. Coffee is like, if your coffee machine is broken, that's like, I made myself a cappuccino and it's incredible. Can't even be humble about it. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, a good coffee machine. I mean, I don't have a coffee machine. I once caused an uproar. I remember during it was, I think, during one of those bigger writing events where I mentioned in my stream that I'm drinking instant coffee, and you should have seen the chat. It was like, there were some people who supported me, were like, yeah, that's okay. And others were like, oh my God, that's like blasphemy, you know? So cute. Oh yeah, yeah, it really is. I thought I have to, yeah. And it's a really cool, I'm pretty sure there's stores like that anywhere in the world, on all kinds of places. You can go there and sit there and have a coffee or drink something else and chat with your friends, and then you can paint something, stuff out of clay, and then they put it into an oven, and some days later you can get it, and it looks really pretty and shiny, beautiful. Loretta, hello. Yeah. World War III. Yeah, that was fun, definitely. Thomas, some people are willing to settle for instant coffee. They need help. Or they're beyond help, as the case. Yeah, I'm just lazy, probably, in that regard. Or it's just a sign of that I don't take enough care of myself, you know? A sign of, meh, she just needs instant. She's not worth the good quality coffee. Yeah, we had filtered coffee, which is pretty typical in Germany, I think. But nowadays, okay, more people have coffee machine. My sister has a good coffee machine where she can have her cappuccino as well. And then you have those cup stuff, and we tried some of those, but I don't know why I settled for instant coffee. You were the Franz Ferdinand of our generation. I think I didn't cause a real war because most people have the same opinion and are just against instant coffee. So no real war. Maybe a tiny mini rebellion, and I'm the only person rebelling. So yeah. Of course, I use it in my iced coffee recipe, so I'm beyond help. Oh, see? Oh, yes, I would. Yeah. Yes, of course I am. But like I said, I'm too. Yeah, we don't have enough space in our kitchen. That's another reason. We have a bigger coffee machine, like a filter coffee, here in our house that we share when we have guests, because our neighbors, I think I've told this before, our neighbors don't drink any coffee. They only drink tea, and whenever they have guests, they get the coffee machine. And here as well, when parents come over, they want good coffee. No instant coffee. Then I grab this machine, bring it into my kitchen, and yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yes, good comment. Drop the recipe, James, for your iced coffee. I mean, summertime coming up here. Oh, my internet connection is bad again today. Yeah, what can I do? So, I have forgotten to set up everything, and I haven't even shown you the card of today. Oh no, internet is also. I have to log into YouTube for some reason. I hope I remember. I remembered my password. Yeah, from time to time, YouTube asks me to log in again. I don't know why, but here we are. So let's first set up our first sprint, and then I show you the card. Let's have a 20-minute. No, we don't want to listen to an ad. Let's just use this one. Okay. Sorry that I didn't prepare today. I don't know why. Oh yeah, my husband was here. We were chatting before the stream. That's why he distracted me. It's his fault. Ooh, Loretta, I can vouch for Thomas' iced coffee recipe. It's the base that I use. Oh, so you already shared recipes without us knowing? I'm jealous. So here, that's the card of today, the 9 of Wands. And it's perfect for me. Like, it kind of says, you're on track. Don't give up now with me trying to finish my novel. But also for you, if you feel like overwhelmed and think you are about to fail, or you just think I should give up, whatever it is in your life right now, maybe it's worth it to push through a little more, because this card says, 9 of Wands, you're almost done. Just push a little further. You can do it. You can go a bit more over the limits, and then everything will resolve itself. But stay positive in that. That's always very important. I think with this, when we push too much, it can also go wrong. But this card kind of says you're almost done. You have almost done. You're on your way. Don't or be more confident about your abilities. That's what it says. And the message in the booklet says, I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. So don't give up now. You're almost there. Very good message for people who are thinking of giving up. I won't give up, but I totally get this feeling the card talks about. So let's sprint little. Talked a lot. So I hope my internet connection isn't too bad. Let's warm up. Enjoy. Okie dokie. You did great, says the timer. How did you do? Oh yeah, Emmy did some reading. Ithaca. How do I know this one? Isn't this a place? I have to look it up. I'm immediately thinking of, oh yeah, it's a place. Mhm. Why is it so famous? Famous as the homeland of, oh yeah, that's also what I was thinking. Odysseus, the Odyssey, the hero of the Homeric poem Odyssey. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So are you reading the Odyssey or something else? As a child, I loved to read through all those Greek, Roman, and fairy tales, everything, but also like the Greek, Roman. How was it called? Stories. Oh yeah, it's a retelling of the Odyssey, but about his wife Penelope. Oh, awesome! Yeah, there are so many great works out there already with this working with the original story, movies, TV shows. I remember I've seen, yeah, but it's a long time ago. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's very. Oh, it's about Penelope, a retelling from Hera's point of view. Even better. Hmm. Yeah, very. So it's called Ithaca then. So I have to look it up. Very interesting. Yeah. Dilara, 288 words. Wow, quite a lot. I haven't written in a week, so it's good to be back. Yeah. I think I'm in trend of reading Greek retellings. Yeah. Yeah, I love those. There are also some German, how do you say, how do you call those? It's not really folk tales, it's more mythology, Germanic mythology. I had several books on all those, yeah, mythologies, Greek mythologies and Germanic, or however you call it in English. I don't know. Yeah, they're all. I love those to read those stories. Yeah, and probably have influenced us all in some kind of way. I'm thinking also of Neil Gaiman, who is using for his work all kinds of mythologies, and you can see them and discover them. And so yeah, it's always good to read up on those and play with those stories and write them from a new viewpoint. Is I think cool. Um, okay, yeah, I worked on my scene. I read through it. It's the next scene, of course, in mine, and not easy. It's about how a family dealt with grief, and yeah, and it's kind of difficult, of course. I want to show that they all dealt with their grief differently, and I think the main problem with this family is that they didn't at some point come together, and talk about it, or yeah, everyone was kind of shut off from the other people in the family, and this kind of is a cause for some of the trouble they are having nowadays. That's why I want to show it in this scene, and yeah, just a part of it, but and yeah. Just to let you know what I'm working on right now. Oh, see, Tolkien drew heavily on I cannot even pronounce it. Germanic, and Finnish myth. Ooh, with a bit of Celtic in the mix. Yeah, yeah. I think even if we are not aware of it, I think we're all kind of probably very much influenced by all those mythologies. Those from especially from the Eurocentric viewpoint. Um, I'm pretty sure that also in the American, yeah, people there, but especially us who are living in Europe here, are probably very much influenced by it, just by growing up here. And so yeah, that's why I also think we have this typical Western kind of storytelling. And when you then watch, for instance, Korean movie or TV show, it's sometimes so surprising because they have a different way of storytelling, have, of course, very different influences, and that makes it so much and so interesting for me as a writer, because it's not like with a American or German movie, I usually can at least see those steps of the storytelling, and sometimes we have certain expectations that want to be fulfilled when we watch a story. And like I said, with totally, I'm just thinking of Korean movies right now, or probably also other from other cultures, and then they're much more surprising for us because they have different influences in their storytelling and mythologies and everything. Mhm. Okay, that's my 5 cents on that topic. Let's go and start another timer. Which timer? Let's use butterflies today. Butterflies. Oh yeah, my son had talked about butterflies yesterday because his teacher got those. Oh, damn it. I'm not procrastinating. I'm just caterpillars. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, caterpillars. Yeah. So she bought from caterpillars from Amazon, and they put them into like a thing, so that they can watch them turn into butterflies. So he was quite excited about this and said, "There's only one caterpillar left, and we don't know if it's still alive. The others all turned into butterflies." So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, but now let's do some more work. Enjoy writing for the next 25 minutes. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. How did everybody do? I'm still in the middle or in the midst of my scene, thinking about some stuff, some symbolism, some connections to other scenes later and before that. So yeah. It's not easy sometimes to. I know that I need to change something, but I don't really know how, and yeah, I have to figure this out during the next sprint. What else? What have we here in the chat? Oh yeah, Carmen, don't you hate it when people lie about small things, but then decide to say they never lie? Oh, that's an interesting topic. We also have from time to time in our family. I always try to encourage my kids to be honest, because I think especially with bigger lies, you usually get in trouble at some point. I think doesn't really help with the original problem if you lie. But yeah, sometimes the kids have made other experiences maybe than I or my husband. Yeah, and then when they say, because I try to say I try not to lie about anything, and then my kids will look at me. But once you said we didn't have any sweets anymore, and that was a lie, Mom. So yeah, those little lies, when you lie about small things, and definitely sometimes being honest can be quite hurtful for the other person. So it's a very difficult topic. Thomas, when dealing with people, I sometimes wonder if the Ark could have just been manned with a couple of trained monkeys. Aren't humans just trained monkeys? No messy humans to screw things up later. Yeah. Mood. Thomas, I try not to live in that mental space too much. Don't want to become that much of a misanthrope. It's very difficult with humans. Yesterday I thought about my fantasy novel project I have, and not just actually the humans are the bad ones. That's what will come out in the end. So that's at this point of the story, of developing the story, and I think yeah, humans can be assholes. So yeah, it's about a little bit about this. Yeah, are we good humans, or are we? I mean, just from person to person, I would say we are good people, but as a whole, humanity is quite, I mean, destructive and idiotic. I'm always thinking that the worst enemy humans have are humans. We could have quite a good life, all of us. I mean, we have medicine and we have house, we could create a good life for everyone, but somehow we always destroy everything and fight with each other and lie to each other, our egos. So yeah, it's a very interesting topic. Sorry. I've gone from little lies to humanity is bad. So yeah, but Dilara, 176 words. Awesome, very good. So you're back into writing. Emmy, last weekend I was in another character randomizer. Ooh, with Sam Wicker. I co-hosted. Awesome. So now I am writing a short story for it. Ooh, that's cool. And how was your co-hosting experience? I mean, you have done it several times now. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thomas ate some leftover chicken, reheated on a sandwich, along with leftover mac and cheese. Ooh, the leftovers from the weekend. Ooh, nice. It's a Ursula, Little Mermaid retelling, sort of. Oh, that's fun. And is Ursula the bad guy there, or maybe not? Would be interesting. Oh yes. Oh yeah, the book, I looked it up. It's by Claire North. Okay, good. I wrote it down on my TBR list. Thomas, kids will always remember when you try to hide sweets from me. Yeah, that was traumatic. Yeah, serious life trauma for your poor children. Yeah. And the other thing I'm very bad at is I sometimes sweets vanish, and the children now know who's the usual person who did that. Me. I like to buy sweets for the kids, but I also eat them from time to time. That's but they know that now. Loretta, finished a few chapters of my current classic read. Ooh, classic read. I'm pairing audio with the physical book to make it a bit easier to stay engaged. I'm wondering, how do you do that? So because I thought about this as well, that this would be quite practical sometimes, that I could read a book, like the paperback version, and when I have to do household chores, I would love to start listen to the audio from the chapter where I stopped reading. I mean, is there any way? Probably not with paperback, but with ebooks, for instance, that they are synced somehow to the audio version. This would be cool if this is all. I mean, it must be possible somehow, because your ebook reader or reading app remembers where you're at with reading. So is this already possible today? How do you do it, Loretta? That's what I want to ask. How do you pair audio with physical? Or do you just always finish at the end of a chapter and then you can go to, in your audiobook app, go to read now chapter 10, for instance? I just want to know your strategy. Emmy, I like co-hosting, but I'm very loud, you can imagine. Oh, come on, you're not very loud. Why I have to have a look at why would you say you're very loud? You always have very good insight. And didn't I say before, it's always good to have people who like to talk, especially when you're together. For instance, when we stream together with Loretta, it's always good to have people who are, starting the talk so that we can all chime in. For instance, I have the feeling you are a very good co-host because you're really also engaging and sharing your ideas. So Thomas, Anya divides things with her children. 1 sweet for them, 2 for you. 1 for them, 3 for you. Yeah. Only fair, right? As their little heads explode. Yeah, and I mean, I bought them. So I they sometimes they behave as if those are just their sweets. I don't know why they think that. I bought them. So of course I will get my share. Yeah. But sometimes I wish I wouldn't eat that many sweets. So I think my brother-in-law, I think it was him, he did something even worse. He once ate the chocolate from the advent calendar, overnight. Something like that, I remember. So the kids the next day were like, "Our chocolate calendar, advent calendar is empty. Who was that?" And so yeah, and that's, of course, they still are mad about that still today. Loretta, probably he had hoped they wouldn't even be aware of that. I don't know what he was thinking. Loretta, I'm actually listening while I follow along with the physical book. Oh yeah, I've heard that before from one of the YouTubers I follow. What was his name? He also said that. Ah, I've heard that before, but if I switched off, I'd probably just make sure to finish a chapter each time to make it easier. So, yes, I remember that Robin Muldoon, or yeah, I remember him talking about this technique as well. That kind of, so I should try that with one of my books. So do you feel you can better comprehend everything then? Can stay focused longer? Thomas. Advent calendar. Jesus took the candy back. He's still figuring out Christmas. That's even worse when you um when you say Jesus did it. You will probably end up in hell. Those are the worst kind of lies. So let's jump into our longer sprint, 40 minutes. First have to wait for the ad to be over. Yeah. Here we go. 40 minutes. Enjoy. Okay, that was our 40-minute sprint. How did everybody do? Don't forget to stretch and drink some water. We'll also get a tea during the next sprint. I'm almost done with my scene. I just towards the end of the sprint, I was like, oh, I should move that part further down. So that's what I will do during the next sprint. And then I'm hopefully finished with this scene. Ooh, Emmy's finished with her short story. Awesome. That's cool. Very good. And let me also see what everyone doing. There was a little bit of chat. Oh yeah, Loretta said, I'm reading a book from 1794, so I need all the help I can get. It does help me with the old writing style. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's a good thing I'm not a father, because we would eat all the sweets from the kids and advent calendars. Loretta, I'm reading The Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe. It's a gothic romance that is referenced in Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey, which I've read like 10 times. Ooh, I love that you are digging deeper, by reading now the novel that is mentioned or referenced in Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. I love that. Oh yeah, and I was like, it's probably very interesting to see or compare how the storytelling of the past differs to nowadays storytelling. And Thomas had a recommendation, future project for Loretta, Beowulf in the original Anglo-Saxon. See if the audiobook helps. Is there an audiobook? Someone reading Beowulf in the Anglo-Saxon version? Does something like that even exist? They say Tolkien could read Anglo-Saxon in such a way as you could almost understand it. I would love to hear Anglo-Saxon. Is it? I mean, it must be somehow related to I'm living in Saxony, in the part that's the part of Germany I'm living in. Is this all somehow related? Probably. So that's why I would love to hear it. Probably also could understand some German references. I don't know. Would have to look this up. Loretta's answer was immediately hard pass. I'll stick to Seamus Heaney's brilliant translation. Thank you very much. I think Beowulf is one of the favorite stories of my dad. So yeah. And we already had this one. Emmy finished her short story. Awesome. Will you share it on your Patreon? I'm sorry that I didn't sleep very well tonight. I had to get up and get a pain medication because I had a headache again. I'm pretty sure the reason for that was that I didn't drink enough yesterday. Water, not drink enough alcohol, but water. So yeah, I really have to take care of that. So I have to make myself a cup of tea during our last sprint so that I don't fall back to the next headache. So far, I'm okay. Just a little tired. Awesome. I will do a recording of it at some point for YouTube. Oh yeah, short stories are perfect to be read out on YouTube because they are not as long. And some information I was hoping for that from Thomas about Anglo-Saxon language is descended from Germanic languages. It is the precursor language for English. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that there's a relation, and Dutch, German, and English are all from the same branch of the Germanic. Would you pronounce it Germanic in English? In German, you say Germanisch, also. So you pronounce the G differently, but probably in English you say Germanic. languages. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Very interesting. Now I'm pretty sure once I saw there are some YouTube videos out there where people, for instance, from Germany try to understand Yiddish, the original Jewish language, because it's very related. There are a lot of German words in there that when you read it, I can understand some of it. And I remember seeing a YouTube video where some language nerds, I want to say, read out Yiddish phrases and German people try to understand them. It's, I think, a lot more difficult when you just hear it, and reading would make it a lot easier. And I'm not sure if something like that exists also for the Anglo-Saxon language, that maybe they read something to people and English-speaking people or German-speaking people try to understand. There are several videos out there with other languages too. That's why I'm just wondering. Probably they did something there as well. I will have to look it up. And they are more closely related to each other than they are to Norse languages. A separate branch of the broader Germanic languages. Gothic is yet another branch. Gothic. Which languages would Gothic include? That would be also interesting. Oh, Gotish? Gothic? Yeah. So language is also very, very interesting topic because, of course, it's interwoven with all the history and how we are all connected. Oh, Gothic is extinct. Yeah. Okay. Is this Gotish in German? Okay, but it's a territory. I mean, Gothic. Yeah, that's okay. I cannot really. How would you translate Gotish? Oh yeah, it's Gothic. Gotish. Yeah, makes sense. Die Goten, yeah. Sorry. Very fascinating. Sometimes chatting with you guys is like going to a museum, for instance, and you see stuff and like, oh, that's so interesting. I would love to dig deeper into that. And yeah, as soon as the stream ends or as soon as you walk out of the museum, you're already distracted by other things. But yeah, very fascinating languages. I love when I see connections between languages. And yeah, I talked about the list I have of German words used in the English language nowadays. Whenever I discover some, I write them down there because I find it's very funny. So yeah. Let's do a final sprint. 20 minutes. Let's do the campfire timer. We haven't used it in a long time. So altogether, we are a pretty well-rounded group. So true. Yeah, and I mean, it's always good to discover new things. That's very helpful from you because I don't even. Oh yeah, we started with Beowulf and then we went to Anglo-Saxon. That's why. It helps that I'm best friends with Wikipedia and the search engines. Yeah, when in doubt, look it up. Yeah, but I want to listen to Anglo-Saxon, so I will look it up on YouTube next. But first, I have to finish my scene. So here is the marshmallow timer, 20 minutes. Enjoy. I did the same thing. I just talked about how I remembered that I forgot to unmute myself yesterday. I saw that I still was on mute. Yeah. Yeah. It's very good that Ian is enjoying the instant coffee. And yeah, I need breakfast, obviously. Yeah. 2 days in a row. I was really, while I was ending the sprint, thinking, oh, I should not forget to unmute myself. And then I looked at Ian's instant coffee comment, and probably that. Okay, doesn't matter. Have a great rest of the day. I hope tomorrow I will be more or less tired, more focused than today. Probably need more instant coffee. And yeah, see you tomorrow, my friends. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. I will do another stream and enjoy the rest of the day. Ciao, ciao, ciao.